So we're going to move on to the next group here, Group F, which would be curtailed. Curtailed is somewhat, half review if you want to put it that way, because the game between Atalanta and Villarreal has been postponed until tomorrow because of heavy rainfall, snowfall, inclement weather. You put it that way, inclement weather. But Manchester United and Young Boys did play to a 1-1 draw, which means that Man United have failed to beat Young Boys of Bern this season in the Champions League after losing to them on opening day and joined to them on the last match day. So United will go on to top the group still with 11 points. Villarreal and Atalanta will play each other, which means that a draw on the road would do well for Atalanta. Villarreal, a draw won't do well for Atalanta. They have to win the game. Young Boys have been eliminated, but whoever comes in third in Group F, of course, goes into the Europa League. And I do think it's going to be Villarreal because Unai Emery won the Europa League on multiple occasions, won it last season, and he's just actually praying that it happens again. He just loves the Europa League. So whoever's going to play Villarreal in the round of 16 playoffs there, you didn't get lucky at all. You're losing. Just want to put it out there. Just to recap the group, Young Boys 2, Man United 1, shocking upset. Villarreal 2, Atalanta 2, Atalanta 1, Young Boys 0, Man United 2, Villarreal 1, Young Boys 1, Villarreal 4, Man United 3, Atalanta 2. Look, just before we move on, United not convincing at all during the group stages, still go on to top the group. I really don't know how they did it. Gotta thank Cristiano Ronaldo and gotta thank luck, because I'm telling you, it was not a good showing. 2-2 against Atalanta, and then the 2-0 against Villarreal. That was not even that convincing in its own. Villarreal, I think, were just poor and not taking their chances during those games. So Young Boys 3, Atalanta 3. Got to give it to Young Boys there as well. And they have put out some good performance this season. If Atalanta had won that game, they would have been in a much better position, much stronger position in the group. United won today. Young Boys won. The other game, as I mentioned, we'll talk about that another time. That's postponed. But look, the lineup here. Ralph Rangnick. I have to say, even though I'm a Man City fan, I got to give big props to Ralph Rangnick here. Ralph, bro, you are a sensible person. I already realized that Ralph Rangnick is a very sensible person. Because with you already topping the group, right? Look at what he did. Dean Henderson in goal. And he even subbed off Henderson and brought on Tom Heaton, who made his first ever Man United appearance. And he signed for the club before but left. I think 20 years ago he first signed for the club. And this is the first time he ever appeared for United in any game. Right? Officially made his Man United debut. Classy stuff by Ralph Rangnick. Classy. He could have just let Dean Henderson, who's not been playing a lot of matches these days, he could have just let him keep the whole game. But he didn't do that, though. He really didn't do that. And I think that Ralph Rangnick is trying to get everybody in the team and even the players on the fringe, on the outskirts as well, get them in high spirits, just to let them know that, hey, you're appreciated. I want you involved. The opposite of what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did, where he ostracized players from the team. And if you take a look at the 11, Donny van de Beek, Juan Mata, these guys didn't matter under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Diallo, young Ivorian Diallo, who is an exciting prospect, not given any opportunities under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ilanga, the young Swede as well, not given opportunities. Lingard not giving opportunities. You see what I mean? The inclusion of Wan-Bissaka and Sharp was only because Dalot and Telles have been featuring in the league. And I think Ralph Rangnick might just go with Dalot and Telles because just to give a something different, and it might actually work. It might actually work because Dalot has proven to be creative, a little bit more creative than Wan-Bissaka and more of a goal threat. And Telles got a little magic in him in a set-piece situation. And no, Luke Shaw is a good player as well. But Telles, I think, he just offers a bit more than what Luke Shaw offers. And Luke Shaw have not really been that fit this season as well. Dealing with some, concussion issues. Look, he was also taken off, and I think he's injury doubt for the next game as well. But Van der Beek, Mata. You see what I'm saying? That goal by Greenwood. Brilliant goal, man. Brilliant goal. That was actually a spectacular volley. Got to give it to Mason Greenwood for that goal. Got to give it to him. Luke Shaw with the assist. Brilliant cross. But then Fabian Rieder with the 42nd minute goal as well to undo what United had done so far in the match. Great fight back by young boys. And the second half was a bit disjointed where players were actually given debuts, or given opportunities. Shola Shortire, we've seen him before. Zidane Iqbal, never heard of him. Charlie Savage, I think it's Robbie Savage's son. Teden Mengi was given an opportunity as well. And I did mention Tom Heaton. The entire bench was reserves, which means that Ralph Rangnick, he has the league in mind. He's resting players. He want to catch up to the top four. He want to have players fresh for the weekend game. Well, I think United should be okay. They do have Norwich. They should be okay, but you can't take anything for granted. And remember, the squad has also been suffering some injury setbacks with guys like Varane and Cavani, who's back in training. Paul Pogba, Anthony Martial comes to mind, right? You guys might say, well, you know so much about United. Guys, I come on. I talk about every team every week, every Premier League team, and I know what's going on in terms of injury, suspension, and things like that. Not every single thing, not 100% correct with everything, but I'm on point, and I think I'm a rare breed when it comes to that. But look, Ralph Rangnick, he's already taken the club in the right direction, in my opinion, and they might just have to end up and keeping him as a manager. But there's been rumors that they want to get Erik ten Hag from Ajax. I would also love Ten Hag at City after Pep leaves too, you know what I mean? Just keep the whole ball-headed thing going. You know what I mean? But yeah. So, look, good stuff by young boys to get the draw. For United, guys, this game was pretty much inconsequential, and they did the right thing to actually rotate and rest players, right? Well, you know what I mean? Great stuff. United topped the group, and they put themselves in a good position to move deeper into the competition. So who could United actually play in the round of 16, you may ask? They could face PSG, Atletico Madrid, Sporting, Inter Milan, Benfica, Salzburg. Yeah, and Salzburg. So they could get lucky with maybe a Salzburg or maybe a Benfica, to be completely honest. Even Inter might actually be a lucky draw. But you don't want to play PSG or Atletico Madrid right now. Just want to put that out there. Not yet. Not yet. Sporting maybe a good draw as well. So what are your thoughts on United? Let me know in the chat. As I mentioned, Villarreal, Atalanta will play tomorrow. I think Atalanta will go on. Let me know who you think will move on.